Hello, 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 everybody here on Blab. Welcome to the Indie Music Plus podcast, episode 26. Let me rephrase that. Welcome to the Indie Music Plus Blabcast, episode 26. There you go.
That should guarantee smooth recording, right?
There you go. So far, so good. Seems pretty stable tonight.
Hey, Joe, I look great tonight, as usual, but more importantly, you look really good. You've lost like 3 rolls of neck fat in the past 30 days.
I actually gained a little bit of it back this weekend from being retarded, but...
What are you doing? What's the secret diet, man? What's the secret diet? What are you doing?
Oh, nothing special. Honestly, during the week, I eat yogurt and salad. That's pretty much it. Okay. I dropped pounds like nothing.
That's good.
Luckily, my body still reacts to healthy abuse, I guess I should say, like that. But, I made up for it this weekend. I had some beers. I had a couple of pizzas. And I broke down and had some McDonald's today. And tomorrow,
man, there's never a reason to go to McDonald's.
I know. Well, I love their breakfast. So, but their big breakfast with hotcakes is just the best thing after having like 8 beers. All right. But anyway, enough of that. Tomorrow's back on the straight and narrow until at least next weekend.
All right, man. I have no pre-music rants today, so you want to just put right in?
All right, sure. Why not? So this week we're gonna do a couple bands from the website that have submitted, and then a review that we recently just released today, actually. So let's talk about Khaylan. We're gonna listen to his song "Falling" first.
Losing my senses, help me forget. Lunatic, Muppet pictures and silence give what's left. Tortured by thoughts and lies, heavy is the rain. My future is plastic, forcible, static, there's no escape. I'm lost in a
and that is "Falling" with Khaylan. Is that the proper pronunciation, do you think?
It sounds good to me for now.
Cool. Well, this one really stuck out to me when I listened to this kind of music. Actually, I listened to this type of music only heavier times 10, pretty much like 12 hours a day at least. So I enjoy this a lot. I enjoy his guitar tone a lot. I enjoyed the music. And one of the things that makes it breaks it for me is vocals. And so at first I wasn't so sure, but his vocals really grew on me like quickly. And I believe it sounds to me like he's from a different country. I think that I read he's Italian, but I could be wrong.
All right, quick tangent here, Joe. Just a quick tangent. I feel like
not a rant.
No, it might lead to one, but it's serendipitous that Chief Carlos is in the room from the Lounge Network, and
good guy there.
Yeah, he has a really nice take on this point I'm about to get to, which is it just amazes me like how it's kind of the norm now for even lesser known, brand new indie bands to have a video on YouTube. When you go back to like early 80s and MTV, it was like how many bands had a video? Like a nice produced video.
That's one of the first things they do these days.
Few. So yeah, now that's like part of the press pack now, and it could be done so inexpensively. And that's what Carlos at the Lounge Network, thank you, does regularly with his artists. But anyway, All right, so this band, I know this is your type of music. What kind of popped out at me in terms of the production, because I can't help it, is his vocal sounded really dry. I mean, it was great, like great song, a lot of like production was really good, but for this style of music, it doesn't seem to me that dry vocals works. Like, did you think about that? It's like, I don't know, because when it's really dry, which is complete lack of reverb, then any type of like glitch in your vocals gets, highlighted.
Yeah, I didn't think it was too dry. I actually thought it was.
You liked it?
Pretty cool. Like even in the chorus, like the da da, that part, it like really overdoes it. I mean, not overdoes it, but it almost overpowers the music for a second. But I think he did a bunch of layers, a bunch of stacks.
It's either that or like tonally, I was longing.
It's a very high pitched voice.
Yeah.
There's like no low end to his voice at all.
Yeah, he can wail, but like tonally, I longed for some more low end in the mix. Mm-hmm. But that's about it, man. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I like the video a lot too. That's probably what drew me to it mostly, is when I was watching the videos. Very well made. So cool. So let's go ahead and move on. This is a review that came through that we actually just posted today. This song is called Morning. The band is called After Alice.
Say you never love me. Will I break down and lose myself? All day and all night, just wasting time trying to make things right. Too much time and too many words have made us cold inside. So cold inside. Say you're leaving and never coming back. Well, maybe it ain't so bad. Morning comes, days go rise. Someday I'll find you out there.
And that's After Alice with their song Morning. You can catch the review just recently posted on the Indie Music Plus website. And you can always come to the podcast recording or tweet us and let us know what you think of the bands as well. So I just wrote the review on these guys, so you know how I feel. How do you feel, Mr. Werman?
Yeah, independently, we both had, our the first thing that came to mind was
We had pretty much the same thoughts. So
yeah, the most obvious thing was that it's just really low volume, right? And it seems so simple, but I'm trying to not to say this like pretentiously, but how can you not, as a band, like master your song? Like you have to master your song like that. That's what brings it up to a professional level, which matches it to everything else on the radio, and now everything else on SoundCloud or anything else you hear online. So you don't want people, when they play your song, to like have to max their volume just to hear enough of it. And that's what the song is. It was a master. And nowadays, dude, we actually have a server. We charge $9 for people if they want to master a song. You don't have to use us, use someone else, but master the song. You have to just get
do it yourself.
Yeah.
But it's just learning some simple basic things. And really it's just the science behind it. And a lot of it is the mathematics behind sound, pretty much, is what you have to just learn how to control. And it is about listening too, of course. But it's come a long way in the last 10 years even, where you don't have to pay thousands of dollars to get a decent master. Of course, if you want to like go all out and do the best of the best, you still want to get like the most professional and guy you can find with the most experience and stuff. But if you're just an indie band looking to get a decent master that you want to like put on for demo or for your album that you're trying to get to the next step, then you don't have to spend thousands and thousands of dollars these days anymore. And that's a wonderful thing. So you might as well take advantage of it. That was one of my big concerns about the song was I instantly, when I played it, I couldn't hear it right away.
Yeah. So that's the first thing. When there's some good. There is some good here. When it started out, I'm like, oh, kind of like an Alice in Chains type of.
Yeah, there you go.
Vocals, like the lead vocals, I'm like, all right, he sounds good. He's got some skills. Got the nice, electric kick in there for a bit. And then, man, the background vocal, like the harmonies, the vocal harmonies they're just out of tune. Straight up, they're just like out of tune, and it gets a little brutal. So to me, what I read in this is that they didn't like run it by, 5 friends, like we had talked about a few weeks ago, before they upload it to say, it's like, hey, everyone check out this new song. Like, it sounds like what? It's a 2-man act, right? It's 2 guys. Yeah, it's like, hey, do you like it? Yeah, I like it. Let's put it up. Just play it for a few friends, get some feedback, because the harmonies are messed up. I mean, that's pretty clear. And not too keen on the electric drums here, because like with this style of music, it's so obvious that it's just like an electric, like a cheap patch. It's just begging for like a live drummer, which maybe they haven't found one yet, so it's not really like a criticism, I guess. I don't know their story, but yeah, those are the things that are pretty clear to me.
Yeah, and I mentioned in the article, if you listen to some of their other songs and give them a chance, the other songs are actually louder and mastered better, and a lot of them have some really, really good moments. I enjoyed listening to the songs. It's just, like I said in the review, you need to be a little bit more critical about, your vocal tracking and just all parts in general when you're tracking. Just be really picky about that stuff, because, people are going to pick up on it. And, to me, if that was fixed, I would have really enjoyed listening to it, because overall, I thought the songs were good songs.
Yeah. No, I don't know their background. Maybe they're just starting out. I don't know. But there's
the guy Steve. He's one of the guys. He posts once a day in our Facebook group, so he's really active, and we definitely want to be supportive of him. Mm-hmm. And that's, we're just giving our 2 cents pretty much. And so let's see who is next. Next we have this is another song that I mined from the website uploads that I talk about. This is I'm not sure if the band call is Atlas is Home or Atlas at Last, because it's kind of written both ways, but this is their song, The Sea She Crept In On Me.
Charting my course from our front yard, pushed out from the shore, set sail by the stars. The tattered old map and a tinfoil hat, an old wooden sword to cut all strings attached. It was going so well, finally riding a breeze, when the waves started swelling, moon pulled the ocean in on me. Took one final breath, I would fight till the end, and I puffed down my chest, took one on the chin. So I'm plunging my sword into the sky, took me down with the tide, and I saw the ghost of coastline.
The Sea She Crept In On Me by Atlas. What is it? Atlas at Home?
Atlas at Last, I believe.
Atlas at Last. That's right.
I believe.
So, these guys are from my home state, Indiana. So that's one of the first things that jumped out to me. And this sounds like things that go on in Indiana to me. This is in Indianapolis, Indiana, indie music scene straight up, as far as I can tell. I still have friends that are involved in it. So I like this. These guys are real mellow, and I like the release that they give, like with the thing that gets, gets heavier in the middle and it goes back and forth. It really doesn't like cause a lot of excitement or anything like makes me want to get up and groove or anything, but it's enjoyable.
Yeah, it's like prairie rock. I don't know. Is that
there you go?
But no, I was thinking of Neil Young here. It was a really unique voice, sure. And that was. I was trying to think of someone else, but that was the closest I can come up with. And so I've an interesting take on this. Like Neil Young, he's a legend. I love his stuff. But he gets pitchy. He sounds like he's kind of wavering, in his voice, almost like it's weak at times. But that's him, and it works. Like, like old man, and some of his songs. Those are some of my favorites. Some of this old Neil Young songs, and yeah, that's kind of the feel I was getting here. Just song structure wise, when it got to the choruses, it was kind of a letdown for me. Like the verses were not. It was just a nice, folk, cool rock vibe, and the choruses come in. It was like actually thinner than the verses. Like there was less bass in it, and it seemed like the instrumentation was actually almost broke down during the chorus. Okay. So I'm like, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I don't know how. I want to hear more. Maybe we could talk about this after the show, but I just like for choruses, I don't think it should be a letdown. It should at least kind of keep you vibing what the verses are doing. But I always try and make a chorus, kind of more uplifting or more moving than the verses. But that's the challenge in writing music. But yeah, I want to keep an eye on this. On this guy.
I like these guys.
See what he's doing.
Yeah,
it's really, really the vocals. It's really, really different, and I like it. So,
yeah, they have a neat sound. It reminds me of when I was growing up in college. I used to listen to a lot of stuff like that. Similar kind of feel. There's like a feeling. The Midwest alternative scene is just, I don't know. There's like Stone Roses, I think, is Wilco, and Hum was a group that I like to listen to. Those are all like
Hum, dude. University of Illinois.
Yeah, dude.
That was
huge Hum fan.
We played at the same places when I was in college. Like
never even thought you would have known who they are. Yeah, we went and saw the reunion show in St. Louis after they'd been broken up for 5 years or whatever. So anyway, that's a different story. Yeah. So I'm going to put the Musicians Roundtable link in here. You guys can join us over there, pretty please.
Hey, shout out. We got Ryan David Dwyer, one of our writers in the room. What's up? We got Allison Krause, who's a competitive hippity hop writer. She competes in hippity hop, and she's one of the best in the country. It's nice to see her here.
Nice. I'm not sure what that is, but okay.
No, she. Those bouncing balls that you kind of like jump on when you're a kid. She actually competes in that stuff, and it's glorious. And then Gail, which we're going to be doing some work with soon. It's nice to have people here. So, yeah.
Yep.
What do you got? You want to close us out tonight?
Yeah, let's get over to the round table. I think we've been doing the podcast long enough. I am JoJo Keeson here with David Werbo. Thank you everybody for watching. Everybody on the replay, hey, thanks for watching. YouTube, thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out this long. And on the website, go check out some reviews while you're here. And we'll catch you every week. For now, we're doing Blabcasts live on Blab, blav.im/Indie Music Plus or /David Werba or /JoJo Keys. You can find us on the live tab Sunday nights starting at 9 o'clock. So we'll catch you over at the round table and next week as well. Peace.